Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so today's video is all about how to get out of your own way and a little bit about the healing process. So if you follow along with my videos, you will have seen how I've been struggling lately. There's been a lot of healing coming up for me, and I've been extremely exhausted. And yeah, I figured it out. So I thought it'd be really good that you have seen where I was, you've seen the tears come up and how, I just suddenly needed to heal something, and already how fatigued I was, and you've seen me before, and then you can see how the process goes step by step so you guys can do the same in your life. Because sometimes it's all well and good, saying, well, just heal it, but like sometimes you're like, how though? Like, how can I actually heal it? And I feel the same in my life too, even though I'm a healer, but when it comes to me, sometimes it's just like trying to figure out what even needs healing. It's easy with my clients because I can detach from the situation and just channel and, hone into their energy and speak to their guides. But sometimes when you're going through it, it's kind of like all of the teachings go out the window, and I'm like, what am I meant to be doing? So I just thought it'd be a really good idea to keep following along with what has been happening so you guys can understand how to do the same yourself. So again, I have been healing things that have been coming up recently. I've been extremely up and down, like with like tired, just like really high amounts of energy and just excited, like yes, I have my energy back, and then next minute like I could literally drop to sleep, and it's gotten to the point where I've started to get dizzy because I'm that tired, and I have been resting so much, but yeah, nothing seems to be working. So I realised one of my friends popped up and messaged me and was asking like, how was your kundalini awakening been going? And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, like, really hardly anything. And then he was just explaining about his journey. I'm like, oh yeah, I've had most of that. I just didn't realise it was the kundalini awakening, or that like that energy. I thought it was just normal that everyone was going through that. And I realised that actually I've had a lot more symptoms than I thought. But again, I don't know, because I don't have a kundalini teacher or like mentor. I'm just kind of winging this one by myself. So he basically was like, he didn't explain everything that was like, oh, this is my situation and like this is your situation, blah blah blah. He just basically told me a little bit about his journey, and that was it. And then I kind of started to, it was just kind of like putting the little seeds in my brain, and then like the next day I started to realise, actually, like that makes sense, like let me go back on the healing I had and my notes from that healing. So I go back, and then I'm like realising that actually the reason that all of these things and emotions came up, yes, the planets are in alignment with this type of healing right now, but it's because my kundalini energy has gotten to a point where it's in my, trying to go through my heart chakra, and that's why all of this healing is taking place now. And also on top of that, because I've been going through a huge shift, I'm like really low on energy, and because I was low on energy, I stopped doing my kundalini yoga that I do every single day. Also, I don't know all of the proper names of everything because I really don't have any teacher or any mentor with the, kundalini awakening. I've literally been on my own since day one of my journey in this type of awakening anyways, and I feel just guided to be like to still do it on my own as long as I can, because I feel like it's so easy to rely on other people for their intuition, and I'm really trying to hone in on my own intuition. I'm very good at other clients, but then when it comes to myself, I kind of doubt. So that's the reason. But I realised that, oh, okay, so that's where when that person gave me a reading, an energy healing, that's where the energy was then, and that now that makes sense that it's trying to go through my heart, because that's the next one. So that's why it's all coming up. And obviously because I'd stopped doing my yoga, it was struggling to go through my heart, and it was causing some resistance, where usually I have been very good at like letting things go, and anytime I've struggled, I've been able to get a hold of it quite quickly. I have definitely done well with the heart chakra healing, and you've seen how better I felt at the end of the day, but there's still a lot there to be healed, and I can still feel it, but I still feel some resistance there. And then on top of that, because I'd not done, not only because I'd not done the yoga, it's not that it's just, so when we do yoga with the kundalini yoga, it helps remove, I think it's called like sadhnas, I can't remember what they're called, but basically it helps remove the blockages in our chakras, and then it helps the energy, the serpent like kundalini energy, to go through the chakra and up to the next one, and then we get to the top one, and then like I think that's the end of the kundalini journey, but I do not know. So that's why we do the practice every single day, so just to really help us go through the journey, and it helps keep the journey going along at a good pace. So that I thought that that's the only reason we did yoga. Again, I don't have a teacher. So I recently found out, literally today, that also, so basically because I realised that it was my heart chakra, it was because of the kundalini awakening that's why I was having to deal with it. I had the kundalini awakening on my mind then, because a lot of the time I just don't even think about it, because I just assume that all of these things are happening because I'm awakening. So this morning I woke up, I was so exhausted, I just got in the worst mood because I was just feeling really down, like how can I be this tired again? I recently went to have a day at the spa. I really recharged myself, I really looked after myself and just like let myself relax and have some time away from being just a mom, and that was difficult for me to do, but I did it because I felt like I needed it, and I felt amazing. But then pretty much that night I already went back to having no energy again, and again now waking up this morning I've just felt so low and so annoyed that I have no energy again, and it's just starting to really get to me, and thinking like, when is this gonna end? When am I gonna feel good? Like I feel like I don't want to have to worry about doing one thing in case I don't have enough energy for the next, and I really want to have an abundance of energy to share and do whatever I want to do without worrying about not being able to make it through the day without having a nap, which I can't always do if the baby's not having a nap. So yeah, I just got really down, and because the kundalini awakening was on my mind, because I had realised about the heart chakra, I started to YouTube it, like, okay, so symptoms of the kundalini awakening, and feeling exhausted, and I already know about this channel, and it's all about kundalini awakening, so I had a look on there, and again, like, had no idea. I didn't even think to look up this stuff. So I went on there and it was right there, and I realised, okay, I've been doing a lot of things wrong. So I need to basically change my diet, which I already don't eat meat. It says you can eat meat, but just less meat because of how dense it is. But I need to eat like more fresh foods. I do eat. I eat a lot of like. So I like cheat and get like the steam like vegetables in a bag like that you freeze, because I feel like I'm the only one that eats all of this type of food. Like my kids eat like vegetables and stuff, but not as like, I literally basically just eat vegetables. So I feel like it just goes to waste and out of date, and like it's just like a waste of money and like a waste of food, and that stresses me out. So I need to basically change what I'm eating, because he explains that the amount of surge of energy I have going around my body with the Shakti, which is called, that's the energy, I remember that one. The amount of Shakti I have going around my body is, you know, it's using up, it doesn't have like enough, like let's say like the amount of charge your battery has on your phone, and if the charger is only, you know, like when we have an old phone and it charges really slow, and then it like you use it for like 20 minutes and it just goes dead straight away, and you're like, oh, I've got to wait ages now to let it charge again. It's like that. But if we replace the battery and, you know, then we charge it often with a good battery, a good charger, not one of them nafty ones that's going to break the battery again, then we get a good source of energy going to the phone, and then it lasts us a very long time. That's kind of like what's happening in my body. So the Shakti is going around, but because I'm running on such low energy and such low food like quality, then it's not got enough energy to like keep that going. It's literally just got enough to get me through the day. And because also on top of that I haven't been doing my yoga because I've been so tired, that's then getting my Shakti stagnant. So it's not even propelling it around the body to help me. It's actually just becoming more stagnant, and I'm getting more and more drained each day. And mind blown. I just didn't even know about any of this. So I realised some of this was on the video, like explained on the video was about the food, and then the rest of it was, I went on a walk today and I started to like get a download and like realise, my guide started to channel to me and say, you know, like about the Shakti and how if we're not doing the yoga, then it's not going around our body, it's not pushing it into all of the different areas it needs to help me and to fill my body up with an abundance of energy. It's more taking it away, and it's using it to like going into the areas of my body that are needing help because of the lack of good quality food, and also the lack of yoga. It's just a clash. So no bloody wonder I've been feeling so crap, because I've just had so many different things energetically happening at the same time. But I realised that I woke up, I felt crap, I had a thought, I acted upon that thought, and it was just simply, I have ringing in my ears, the confirmation. So like, it was just simply to look up my symptoms on YouTube. And then also I went about my day I went to see my friend. I was really sad, still in this mood, trying to get out of this mood, but I just felt still so defeated. Like I just felt sad because obviously I'm still going through the heart chakra healing, and also like it's just frustrating. Like I don't have the best relationship with food. It makes me feel overwhelmed, hence why I stick to the same diet. Literally, I eat like a number of different foods and that's it, because it just feels overwhelming to me. So I just started to get overwhelmed and feeling like I just want to give up. This is just too hard, like blah blah blah. And we had a chilled day. We tried to pamper ourselves to feel a bit better. And then after that, I went on a walk, and I would have not done this if I was in a bad mood. And I haven't done this a lot recently because I've been so tired. And on this walk, I went by myself, obviously with my daughter, and because my head was finally clear, I finally got in a better mood. I finally just stopped thinking about everything that was going wrong, and I just allowed myself to be present in the moment. Because I was trying to not focus on the negative thoughts, I was just telling myself, I'm here, I'm so grateful for being here. I kept reminding myself, like, I'm so grateful that I listened to my thoughts and I found that YouTube video. I'm so grateful that I had, you know, the abundance of funds to go and buy my fresh vegetables and fruit and smoothies. And I'm so grateful that, you know, I can have these interactions with my guides. And I just kept like saying how grateful I was for everything that day, to keep me grounded and in the moment and to stop the mind chatter. And then my daughter in the pram started like talking to the birds, and I was just laughing, like, it's beautiful, like it's cute. And it really helped me be in the moment. And that's when the messages from the guides started to come in about the yoga. And it's not, if I'm not doing the yoga, it's not pushing the energy around my body. And it's really like, you know, it's really important to be doing the yoga. My friend did pull some cards to me, and it said about the daily practices, you need to get back on your daily practices, but it didn't say anything about how it moves it all around your body and things. So just to summarise, I basically got out of my own way by trying to be in the moment. Just I release all of this anger, I release all of this resentment on myself that I have just been harbouring because I'm so fed up of being tired. I release it all, I just let it go. I'm trying to be grateful for where I am. I'm trying to think of now and not the future. And I went on a walk, my head was finally clear, and that's when the answers properly came through. That's when I started to actually feel better. I even just started to get energy just from that conversation with my guides, and I'm not still all the way healed through my heart chakra, but I feel so much more grounded. I feel so much more energized. It's actually like late at night now and I'm still able to do this video. I've done yoga today, like I've ate like loads of healthy foods, smoothies, like just all of it, and I feel so much better, but only because I got out of my own way. So I hope this video makes sense. I hope you guys are able to take some little bits of information and put that into your own lives. You know, just a clear head. Like sometimes what it takes to clear our head is to just go on a walk and then notice every tree that you're next to, or like every leaf like that you walk past. Just try and focus on the leaf, like to keep you in that present moment rather than what is in the past, what is in the future. Like I was so focused on the problem and I wasn't allowing the answers to come because I wasn't allowing them in. I wasn't allowing anything in. I was, even when I was resting, I was just constantly watching YouTube videos I was laying on the sofa trying to rest, watching YouTube videos, watching Gaia, and again I wasn't allowing any messages to come in because I was constantly stimulating my mind with things rather than quieting my mind and letting the answers come to me. I was almost avoiding the answers. So that last bit is like especially you know, important. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm super excited to feel back not fully back to my normal self, but I feel like I'm on the right track, and I'm excited to be making videos with more enthusiasm rather than feeling like crap on the other ones. So thank you guys for sticking around, thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video.